Have you ever corrected the teacher and accidentally became the substitute for the rest of the semester? So, I'm sitting in this incredibly dry art history lecture, and the professor, Mr. Henderson, is droning on about a Renaissance painting. He points to a specific shade of blue and calls it ultramarine, but I just watched a documentary on a 3 a.m. rabbit hole, so I knew it was actually lapis lazuli. I raised my hand and corrected him, thinking he'd just say thanks and move on. Instead, he freezes, looks at me with pure intensity, and hands me the laser pointer. He says, "If you're such a master of the 16th century chromatic spectrum, why don't you finish the unit?" I'm terrified of looking stupid in front of 80 people, so I walk up to the front. I spend the next 40 minutes talking about the emotional weight of brushstrokes and the architectural density of light. It was complete and total gibberish. I told the class that the Mona Lisa's smile was actually just a reaction to a bad joke, and everyone started taking notes like I was dropping ancient wisdom. Even Henderson was in the front row, nodding along and scribbling in his little notebook like a student. At one point, I just made up a fake artist named Lorenzo the Loud, and half the class claimed they had heard of his work. By the end of the week, Henderson started emailing me his lesson plans for peer review. I'm basically grading my own papers at this point. I tried to tell the dean that I was just a sophomore with a weird memory, but she told me the student engagement metrics have never been higher and offered me a TA stipend. So, yeah, I pointed out one tiny mistake, and now I'm technically my own professor. I spend my weekends Googling art terms just to keep the lie alive during Monday's lecture. They don't know I'm just making it up as I go, but on campus, they call me the lecturer.